My name is Jordan Wright. I am a paranormal investigator and amateur filmmaker. I have always believed in ghosts since I was little. My goal is to prove spirits are real and that they live among us. I am followed by my fellow investigator and cameraman, Drake Baker. Together, we travel to paranormal active locations and conduct investigations using the most orthodox scientific methods. We are seekers.
1,
We are adventurers.
2, 3.
We are AVPI, and our mission is to travel to these locations and prove by hard evidence and facts that these locations are truly haunted. Hi, we're here in San Bernardino County, California, in front of the George Air Force Base, about 8 miles from Victorville, California. The abandoned hospital and old town surrounded by the George Air Force Base has been abandoned for some time. It was built in 1941 and has been abandoned since 1992, which is approximately 20 years. This base is named after a brigade general, Harold Houston George, which he died on April 29, 1942, and he was recognized as one of the World War I fighter aces. This base has gone through a lot of hardships and lost a lot of lives. We're here to see if their spirits still reside here, to see if this location is truly haunted. And this is our evidence. Our first piece of evidence is what we believe to be a faint sigh over our investigator's shoulder as he points out where he saw an apparition. We were recording this on a camera as we caught this.
And then. And then. And then. And then.
Our second piece of evidence is something that I caught on a personal experience as I walked over to this table in the pediatrics department. We hear a voice, but we cannot make out and totally tell what it is trying to say.
Oh, this is pediatrics.
Right after this, our spirit box said the word birth. As you can see, as I walk over to my fellow investigators, they are standing next to the birthing room where they used to keep the children in the pediatrics department.
Yep. Birth. Birth.
What?
This is where the babies were. This is where they said the kids. This is like a playroom or something.
And it said birth?
It said.
And directly after this, our lead investigator, Stacy Baker, had a report of a weird chill and that her hair was standing up on her arms directly after this incident.
Yeah, don't you guys, my hair on my arm is standing up. This is like a weird chill.
This piece of evidence is very unexplained, and we don't know how to debunk it. Or it could be just a light anomaly, but we seem to catch a shadow under these drapes as I move the camera, but it tends to move faster than I move the camera. This is unexplained, and we don't really know how to debunk this, so we're showing this just because we really don't know. This is one final look at the shadow. We caught this piece of evidence as me and another lead investigator, Stacy Baker, walked into this room, and you tend to hear a really quiet voice saying, "Right here." This is very quiet, and you must listen very closely. At this point in the investigation, we decided to go into the operating room, since this probably had the most activity. We then decided to set a flashlight down, as well as we have our electromagnetic pump with us, our recorder, and our spirit box, to try to help this spirit communicate with us. As you'll see in this next clip, as my fellow investigator Stacy Baker is sitting next to the flashlight, it tends to turn on by itself when nobody was touching it.
Say fever.
Said theater.
Cool.
Directly after this, we start focusing our attention on the flashlight, since it was using that to communicate with us. We started asking it questions. As you will see in this next clip, as we start to ask it relevant questions, it responds by turning the flashlight on and off.
I'm going to ask you questions and you can respond. How many are here with us?
At the end of our investigation, we tend to start asking the spirit more intelligent questions, as we can see how intelligent it really is. We give a command of turning on the flashlight on the count of 3, and as you will see in this clip, the flashlight turns on the command of 3. What you're about to see is real and is not manipulated or edited in any way possible. This is fully real.
Can you turn the light on for us one more time, please? We really, really like that. I'm going to count to 3 and see if you can turn that light on for us. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to count to 3 and see if you can turn that light on for us. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Now this is very unexplained, and we tried debunking this in every way possible. It could be faulty batteries, it could be a faulty light bulb, or it could just be slightly nudged by us walking around. We debunked all of this because we were all completely still as this was happening, and we tried reacting this as we got home, and we used the same batteries and the same light bulb, and we left the flashlight sitting there for about an hour and a half, and nothing happened to the flashlight, only until we came to the hospital. This concludes our investigation at the abandoned hospital at the George Air Force Base. It was a very interesting experience. We heard and saw a lot of things, although we did not catch anything behind the history of this place. I believe something paranormal still happens here, because as you walk through the hallways and the rooms of this hospital, you always are looking over your shoulder and having this eerie feeling like someone is watching you.